Welcome to Circuit 42.
Circuit 42.
The one-stop location for all things geek. This episode is brought to you by our sponsors, Dragon's Lair San Antonio and Gotham Newsstand. Sit back, relax, and most importantly, enjoy another episode of Circuit 42.
Circuit 42.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the newest episode of Cosplay Circuits. I am here with...
the Iron Champion.
So, for those 5 people on the internet, those 5 people who are actually on the internet who don't know what you do, who are you and what do you do, man?
My name is actually Daniel Napati. I created the Iron Champion because I used to be part of a charity group organization, but I'm no longer part of it for other reasons. So now I'm doing birthday parties and events dressed as superheroes, relating to whenever I was dressing up for the charity events, of course. I plan to stick with Iron Man as my main one. That's why it's called the Iron Champion.
Yeah.
And so on the other side, I'm planning to do Ant-Man, and I do Kylo Ren and Star-Lord.
So, quick question real quick regarding Kylo Ren. You had something awesome happen to you recently because you took a picture over at GameStop and something happened because of that.
Oh, of course. I had GameStop asking to share my Kylo Ren picture from GameStop on the GameStop page, so I thought that was pretty awesome. Same thing at PAX. I had random guys wanting to take pictures of my Kylo Ren, and I thought it was just, some random people, but their cameras are really high,
Yeah, really high quality.
Pretty high quality. And then he gave me his business card. I was like, oh, cool. So I got to be part of the IGN video, the cosplay montage, so that was pretty exciting. I told them about my Iron Man, and they wanted me to bring it. So the next day, they just did an entire hour shoot with me and my Iron Man.
That's pretty fucking cool, man. So, big thing, the one thing you didn't mention, though, like we had Bill Morrison on here. He co-founded the Bongo Comics.
Yeah.
He talked about all the stuff he did. He didn't mention that he co-founded Bongo Comics with Matt Groening.
Well, I guess he didn't want people.
No, it was something that tends to happen in shows or interviews when people do them. They mention a bunch of stuff, but they don't mention that one big thing. So something else happened to your Kylo Ren costume. You got contacted by Disney recently.
Yeah.
To sue you. Wait, no.
They probably sue me. It was just a job opportunity. Too bad I don't live in California or Florida, so that didn't work out too well. But I have an alternative, but that's kind of like I'm keeping it to myself until I know it's official. But I did have a great opportunity to do Kylo Ren at Disney, and I have the email, and I didn't know I was going to get contacted that fast, so it was pretty cool.
So, now quick question, man. You've been cosplaying for a while. Most people just mainly, right now you're starting to blow up a little bit, and a lot of people know you mainly for Kylo and Iron Man.
Yeah.
But you've actually been doing costumes for a long time.
Probably about 2010.
Yeah.
Like later year before I didn't even know what cosplaying was.
What was the first one you've done, man?
L from Death Note.
You're the guy chewing your thumb in the sweater.
No, because I didn't realize how bad it was that everyone just cosplay as L, so it's pretty normal.
Well, it's closet cosplay, man.
My first legit cosplay that I thought was really good was my Dante from Devil May Cry 4.
Nice.
That was my first legit cosplay.
Now, one of the things I've noticed, I've known you for a good while now, probably 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I've always
noticed
noticed,
we met each other when we met Markiplier.
Which was fucking awesome.
I didn't even know who this guy was. I just know Desi called you Potato. That was it.
Yeah, that has actually... I remember we were recording the episode, and she will introduce every episode that she's on as Potato 42.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. That would be Desi.
But, because I had this weird obsession with potatoes, and I still do. So that's why you'll see random shit about potatoes just on Facebook.
You should go to Idaho.
I've been to Idaho. No one should go to Idaho. Don't listen to him.
Hey, Potato State.
It's like, go to Ireland. Ireland is cool. It's green and shit. Don't go to Idaho.
I wouldn't mind going to Ireland. I'd probably get drunk bad.
Yep. But, I totally lost track of what we were talking about.
We were talking about the Force.
No, we weren't. You just want to talk about Star Wars. So, speaking of Star Wars, you think Episode 7 is the best Star Wars movie ever made, right? It has no flaws whatsoever, and Rey is the best written character ever, right?
No, it's Kylo Ren. He's the best character. So is Matt from the Star Killer on SNL. That guy is legit. He knows everything about Kylo Ren. I would do anything to meet him.
I heard that Kylo Ren's a bitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that Kylo Ren's a bitch, and his lightsaber looks like it's made by an 8-year-old.
I mean, do you want to look at it? Do you want to look at the lightsaber?
I'm glad that he threw lightsaber.
Do you want to look at the lightsaber? Tell me if it looks like an 8-year-old made that.
I don't want to look at your lightsaber, Daniel. This is getting weird, man. Let's move on to the next subject. See what I have to deal with? This is why we rarely let people into the studio. All right. So, speaking of not looking at your lightsaber, like at all, why did you get into cosplay?
What did I get into cosplay?
Yeah, because you said you were making costumes before you even knew that cosplay was a thing.
Well, honestly, I used to make videos on YouTube. I had a YouTube page, Comics Productions. It was actually titled CAC666 because you know how we all make that stupid username when we don't understand.
Like in high school?
So yeah, I used to film little tiny videos and stuff, and I guess it was really creative videos. Like, I guess those homemade Jurassic Park films with the toys and everything.
Nice.
And then you would get I'd get the Offsprings and record the music and then have it in the video, so for the title.
And then you're like, why does YouTube keep pulling my shit?
Like, I didn't understand a lot of it, and I even made a live action Yu-Gi-Oh! / Bleach series, and it turned out pretty well. Then I had some friends run my account the time I was homeless in Los Angeles for 2 years, and that they turned it to shit.
Okay, what happened, dude, that you were, like, homeless in California? That's crazy.
It was for my own stupid mistakes. We all make stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
And sometimes we make stupid mistakes for an individual that we thought cared about us for 6 months. So when I went to Los Angeles to, I guess, make up for our counterpart, turns out she was dating this guy this entire time. So it was like, oh, that's great. So when I was living with them in Los Angeles, the stepdad was kind of like, I'm not trying to put it out there, like, it's really thuggish, and he believed I was hitting on her mom, so.
Wow.
But I don't blame them. They didn't really know. I kind of lied about having a place to stay and stuff, so they were really good people, and I lived off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Hustling, and there's some people that helped me, and I kind of probably went over my head, and I've done some things that I regretted, so.
Well, dude.
And that's why I believe when I did this cosplay for charity, you know, dressing up to see people that enjoy seeing, I was trying to make up, you know, for regrets.
Yeah, for basically past transgressions.
Yeah, I mean, try to do good for something.
That's pretty awesome, man. I mean, I look at it this way. I've made horrible mistakes, too. I created this podcast called Circuit 42.
It's really shitty.
Fucking terrible choice.
It's fucking shitty.
Yeah.
Sorry for my language. Sorry for my sailor mouth.
Dude, how many times have I said fuck so far?
Probably more than you have. It's a joke. It's a joke.
That makes me sad, good sir. Well, you're done.
I'm joking.
It's like interview never gets aired.
I'm joking. I mean, I gotta be careful what I say sometimes. I can be a hardcore smart person. I'm not trying to.
Dude, well, it would be amazing. Like, all of a sudden, it's like, you know what? I can edit this interview. All of a sudden, it's like, I like clicks in my ass. Today.
That's.
It's like, I think that may have been edited. Nope.
Nah, that's straight. It's straight. It sounded really straight. That's why I'm trying to be careful, because Iron Man.
But yeah, man, I'm glad things have gotten a lot better for you.
Appreciate you.
But yeah, in terms of this, like they've done the Iron Man costume. You talked about the Dante costume. Are you ever thinking about bringing that back, or are you just focusing?
Dante?
Yeah.
Well, I have some really good friends out there that cosplay as Dante.
Yeah.
And honestly, sometimes, I've done Dante for like at least 4 or 5 years, and I would prefer to try doing some different stuff.
Kind of vary it up a little bit.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Pretty much.
Because that's partially why I stopped doing the Jack Harkness cosplay. That and John Barrowman signed my coat.
Oh, really?
And you really can't.
So you don't want to wear a coat because it was signed. I get it.
It's like someone sees it sitting somewhere. It's like, oh, well, that's fucking gone now.
What I want to say about cosplay in general is because there's a lot of issues with people's looks and people's, so honestly, cosplay is not supposed to be something serious. What it's supposed to be is just, I guess, help you socialize with all kinds of different people that share the similar interest as you. So when you're out on the floor and you're dressed as a character that some people like, no one cares what you're dressed like. They're just excited to meet someone that likes what they like. Yeah,
that appreciates as much as they do. Like one of the big things that was really awful, that while it still exists, unfortunately, is not nearly as bad as it was because people finally stopped acting like assholes as much. Yeah. Is people who people getting attacked because they're not the same race as the character.
It's like you can't change. I mean, we all like characters, and you can't make the artist change characters to look like everybody else in the world. So, and forcing people of different colors to dress with masks and stuff. No one wants to be wearing a mask when they're cosplaying.
Dude, I had a friend of mine, like, literally because she's Asian, everyone was telling her, suggesting Asian characters.
That's retarded.
And she's basically completely gone against that. Like, she refuses to do it for that reason. She went as one. It was from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like, she's gone as, like, Amy Pond.
So she has to be that particular character instead of being someone else from the show.
Exactly.
It's like getting a group together. And
that one she wanted to do because she really likes the actress.
It's the Mulan one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mulan's.
She hasn't freaking aged, man. She's like 50-something, and it's like...
We Asians don't age.
That's racist, bro.
Dude. Yeah, I'm saying it for all Asians. We don't age. I get mistaken for an 18-year-old.
Dude, you know there's that one guy listening who, like, magically got all of the aging that all the Asians didn't? He just looks like a prune, and he's like 20.
How?
And it's like, you son of a bitch.
He's like, how? Hey, maybe... It's like, how did you do this?
I had a picture of, like, kind of like, who's the one who gave Rey the lightsaber?
That little old lady?
Yeah, I'm just picturing it like that. And they're just listening, and it's like, fucking genetics.
Who are you? The glasses.
It's like this is audio only.
How do we know that's Asian? How did we all guess that she was Asian just because of the eyes? I hope not.
Wow. I have a friend of mine named Andy. He's fucking great, man.
That's such a white name, though.
Yeah, I know. He'll say, he'll come up to me and say, oh, you know I can't read my own computer. Like, making jokes about his eyes. He's like, have you not seen my eyes? And it's like, you're fucking awesome, dude.
Hey, anyone that can make fun of themselves, really enjoying life.
Yep. But yeah, man, besides that, what costumes do you have planned that you can talk about? Because I know you were mentioning some stuff that you're working on.
Oh, for my superhero lineup for the parties and events that I do, I will be doing Ant-Man, and I do plan to not really, like, go out there, but Deadpool. That's just for, like, it's just really needed or not. And since I also have in store another Iron Man suit, but I wanted to keep that on the DL until it's done.
Dude, I think you should totally do the Spider-Man costume where he's got the Fantastic Four costume with the paper bag. That would be the best one. just like on April Fool's Day, like, tell everyone you're going to be doing the new Iron Man armor, and you come out with the Fantastic Four
look
costume.
At the Mark 46 and its beauty. And it's like cut out a picture of it from the internet and put it on my face. Who am I? I'm Iron Man.
It's like, I'm Tony Stark.
I'm Tony Stark.
But you're not wearing any Tony Stark clothes. Fuck you!
Do I have to put that on? I think I can get away with a Hello Kitty shirt and a blazer.
Yeah, but dude, you have to have the limited edition Dora watch.
Oh, come on. I'll stick with the low budget Walmart watches.
That's not limited edition. Right?
No, with the Avengers on it. Have a face of Captain America. I'm rocking this.
Dude, somebody seriously needs to cosplay as Tony Stark and actually go, like, full detail and get, like, the fucking Dora watch, like, find that shit and wear it at a convention, see how many people get it.
Well, yeah, because I'll do it since I already dressed up as Stark. Because when I go out there and as the Iron Man to kids' parties, I like to have the facial beard going in the shades.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I wish I could grow facial hair. It's fucking awful. It's like this weird patchy shit and you get that space in the middle and it never goes away.
Why don't you just get a marker and no one will ever know?
I'm pretty sure somebody will notice.
You'll be out in a crowd and they'll be like, is that marker?
Like, I'm just picturing like a bald guy just like marking up his head. It's like, haha, no one will ever know the difference.
Can't believe he didn't think about a wig. All that marker went up to his head.
Was that? Wow, that joke, that was punishing, man.
I'm sorry. It's been a long night.
Dude, that's how you can tell you're tired because the bad puns just come out. Like, there was some interview we were doing a pun off, and she said, you should come write for the movies I make. She makes porn. I don't know what that says about my jokes, but that's where it's, like, most suited. That just makes me sad.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That is pretty horrible.
So, what what else do you want to talk about? Because you were talking about, we were talking about your time growing up in California. What's something that you don't think people know about you that you think they'd be interested in? Basically, talk about you, dude.
Just me?
Yeah.
Well, besides, cosplaying, hanging out with friends, I want to start making videos again that, that could relate to just pure comedy, just to entertain people, just be like, oh, like anybody could be part of it, because since social media and, of course, YouTube itself is art, it's where everyone goes.
So, dude, are you going to bring back the action figures for the videos?
Of course.
It's like first video, it's literally just you fucking around with toys.
You won't even know if it's me or the toy.
No, I'm just picturing you, like, actually being in the video. It's just like...
In the background.
No, it's like you with the toys in your hands.
Oh, you know what? I used to do those, play music and pretend like the toys are lip syncing. Like Panic at the Disco was my first one with the little purple dinosaur. And I was like, and you have the purple dinosaur, and you have the fake wedding, and you have the purple dinosaur doing the thing, whatever. So
like, why is Barney in this fucking video? This is weird.
Because
there's that one...
he's telling them to shut the front door.
There's that one guy who's like, man, I can't even tell the difference between this and the real video. Are you being sarcastic? I don't know.
That's what it is. No, but if I do videos, it'll be like short skits. I want to do more with my Kylo Ren and I would like to meet up with more cosplayers and pretend, just all for fun, just...
Are you just going to casually harass people dressed as Kylo Ren?
Yes. I have my friend, it's like, I have like big plans for my Kylo Ren for public viewing, and it's going to be very pretty. Like, actually, since I have that birthday party this Saturday, I can tell you about it. It's going to be pretty cool. I want them to play Kylo Ren's theme song, and I'll show up to the party just out of the blue, like, hey, what's up? And be like, because the little girl.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome. That'll be my first party I've done by myself.
I remember, like, just recently, like, when I was at PAX, there was a cosplayer. She was going as Rey.
Yeah.
And I ended up doing a quick, like, little photo shoot with her and another Sith who just happened to be walking by at the time. And I saw that you had actually done some shots with her as well.
Yeah.
Those actually turned out pretty well, and I love... There was one, like, I'm really glad that she had, like, just a basic fake lightsaber. Because she, she was the kind of, when we were taking close-up shots, it literally looked like she was going to hit the guy.
She would have. Is that the one with the double...
With the double blade that she made? That was fucking cool.
Yeah, she was doing the Sith... Because you know that picture that popped up where Kylo has a green lightsaber?
Yeah.
And Rey, she was doing Sith Rey. I know her.
That's pretty damn cool, man. But,
She would have probably really hit people, because when we were taking pictures, she was, like, literally fighting me, for real.
That's awesome.
Dude, she was doing the whole spit out, like, dang, this girl, you don't want to mess with this girl.
It's like you look over, it's like you've got a black eye. It's like, huh?
Maybe she personally has a thing against Kylo Ren.
We're just Matt.
Alright, Matt.
Yeah. So, I gotta ask, man. When you first saw that sketch, considering how much of a big fan you are of Kylo, what do you think?
Alright. You had no idea how many times I watched the video. I really appreciate SNL's humor. It's genius, and I like how they took a TV show that no one even knows. Like, I didn't even know what Undercover Boss was, and they completely...
It's a horrible show.
I mean, in reality, that's what that would probably really go down.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren would be like, no one likes talking about him, because if you remember in the movie, spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen the movie that listens to this.
It's like, it's been over a month, guys. You should
I
have seen it by now.
already met 2 people that have not seen the movie, so I'm not gonna say anything. So, spoiler, when Kylo Ren is having his fit in the room, the 2 stormtroopers that come turning the corner, they just one taps him and then he goes the other way. So that right there, leading on to SNL's skit, was perfect.
Dude, I love how, like, everyone in that theater thought that guy was gonna legit die.
Yeah.
That one trooper.
Yeah.
And it's like, shit, why the fuck is he destroying his computer? Like, that was the big thing that got to me. It's like, oh my god, he's throwing a fit.
I mean, he is a young Jedi still. He's not technically a Sith or anything.
Yeah.
So.
But that's what a lot of people didn't get about it.
But that's what built character. The whole point of this Force Awakens movie was like an origin for the new generation. It's that's supposed to be like when the older people, they saw the New Hope, they were like amazed.
Yeah.
That's what the Force Awakens is supposed to be for our next generation.
Dude, one of my friends, like the first movie she saw was actually Star Wars in 1977. It was like second week that it came out.
Nice.
She was like 2, and
What?
then yeah,
She probably doesn't remember.
but she remembers Empire because she was 5 when she saw Empire, and so the only thing that she remembers is her yelling R2 fell down, and then like running up and down the road. with her.
Oh, you mean the swamp?
Yeah,
He
it
was
was
in the
Dagobah,
swamp?
and he just
Yeah.
like falls off of it.
I can't believe you remember that.
But it's just so cool, man, that even with the kind of general shittiness, the prequels.
Dude, I remember seeing Lion King in theaters when I was a kid. That was like, oh, sorry, that was just like random.
I think no, now I gotta talk about this, man. First movies I saw, I think it was like Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I was like,
I can't even remember if I saw that or not.
I think
Probably
I was
not.
like 1.
One.
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty weird. Like how you can just like you'll have like a random memory in your head, and you're like,
Yeah.
wow, I can't believe I remember that.
Well, dude, recently I was on Facebook and I was talking about like the movie, the first when I was like 5 years old, like the movies that I saw that year, because I pulled it up on IMDb and remembered most of the movies I've seen. And I realized how fortunate I was to grow up in the 80s, because it's like Batman, Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade.
Yeah, those were all good
Yeah,
movies.
Ghostbusters 2, like all this awesome shit. Even like the crappy ones, like The Wizard.
And apparently those pop funkos of those 80s movies have increased like people on demand. So it's wonderful to know that those movies came out during your time. Like Tron,
Yeah.
it came out when I was born.
You were born in 82?
No, 89, but it was around
Yeah,
when I
okay.
was born. That's what I meant. But in the movie, The Legacy, I liked how it said 1989. I was like, oh, that's so awesome.
That was so cool how they interconnected it. Did you watch the animated series, The Uprising?
Yes.
Dude, it was so good and no one fucking watched it.
I watched it. I really enjoyed Uprising. I liked how it didn't finish. But if anyone's ever seen Tron Legacy, do you remember the bar fight with Daft Punk?
Yeah.
Remember the black guy that dies?
Yeah, he was in the
He was in the
Uprising.
Uprising. He was the one that went solo. Like he met up with when Tron introduced him to them.
Yeah.
He was a resistance.
All right. So, with this as we come to the end of the interview, is there anything else that you want to talk about before we wrap up the show?
Besides all my planned events and future Iron Man related stuff that I'll be doing outside of what I'm doing, I plan to get to the... Okay. I'm sorry.
It's a fucking microphone. I don't know what this
It's
is.
just things in my face. What do I do with it? No, seriously. On the long run, thank you for your time and consideration and waiting for me to actually sit down and we talk about this. The only other subject that I do want to bring up is that I understand that if you're listening to this and you ever see me or you ever see what I do, it's not about who or what I'm doing or what I'm hanging out with. What really counts is how many people that I'm actually out there really being there for, because there's some people out there that can't do things, so when they see someone dressed up as an Iron Man in front of them, that's a big thing to them, because not everybody has the time and opportunities to be confronted by their favorite hero or anything. And I honestly don't care who I work with, because I work with all kinds of different people that cosplay, especially Batman. And I know a lot of people out there have had past experiences with him, but the problem is that I haven't had a past experience with Batman. And you know what? I'm not one to judge a book by its cover. I don't care what kind of person you are. If you've done me wrong, then you are wrong. And to myself, not to online, you are wrong. To me only. I'm not going to go around slandering someone's name. No one should ever slander someone's name. If you don't know the guy only by what people say, you should never live by that. That just makes you a really bad person. I don't know if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, because we're all tired.
Yeah.
But it's like this. It's like, celebrities don't care, because celebrities, we all still love them and kiss their butt. But in general, you've got to realize that we're not celebrity, we're not famous people, we're just normal people that like to do these kind of things. And if you're out hanging out with certain type of people and people talk, dumb about them, I don't care. Until that person does me wrong.
Yeah, basically until something actually happens to you with that person.
Then, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go around saying stuff about it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move on. That's all we gotta do. People change. You just move on. It's like this, Ian. I hear bad things about you. It's not true. I'm just saying if I heard
Like
bad
that
things
one guy
about
said
you.
I smell, remember?
Yeah, I mean, like your house smells like flowers, and I like flowers.
You bastard!
That's so. Yeah, Ian, you smell nice. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where it said Squidward stinks and he puts nice. Oh no, sorry. So Squidward smells and he puts nice. You remember the trash can?
Yeah.
It said Squidward smells and then he finishes it with nice. See, that's the problem with people. Everybody have nothing better to do. They just like to hear gossip and they're like, oh my god, that must be true. So everything on Facebook is real, by the way.
Well, yeah, if you didn't know, everything you see on the internet, especially about Matt Starkiller, totally true.
That's really true. Oh, and when I dress up as Iron Man and you see pictures of me Iron Man, I'm really Iron Man.
You're actually a superhero.
I'm really Iron Man. There is no Robert Downey Jr. It's just me. That Robert Downey Jr. is playing the role of me. That's what the internet sounds like. We see something, we cosplay as like, oh, dude, that's not him, that's me.
Well, yeah, you look on the credits and it's like Robert Downey Jr. as Daniel.
Daniel.
Does he have a last name? Nope.
It's Daniel.
Daniel Stark.
But I just wanted to throw that out there because he asked me to finish it off. I just want you guys to understand that.
Phrasing.
Phrasing. How about this? Just to make it less complicated. We don't need negativity. We all have real lives. We all have things we want to do in life. Forget everything you hear about someone. Get to know the person. Sit down. If you don't want to, don't do it. Just move on.
Yeah, we're all playing dress up, people. Dress up.
I'm literally just wearing boxers. Now, I was joking. But we gotta believe it because I said it.
Well, yeah, dude, it's on the internet, man. Come on.
If it's on the internet, so it's true. I'm really sitting in your room in my boxers, and my boy over here, he's also in his boxers. And
he's a fire-breathing dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He breathes fire.
The apartment has actually been burned down.
So when we're done, just go on Facebook. This guy like literally breathes fire, and he has boxers, and we're gonna believe everything about that.
He's fin fan foom, goddammit.
It's like we're all just mindless fish.
All right, and with that conclusion, we bring the episode to a close. Thank you again for coming on, man.
Yeah, no
that was
problem.
Awesome.
Thank you, Ian. Your hands are pretty sweaty. I just said that on the internet, so your hands are sweaty. That's my leg, you son of a bitch.
That's true. All right.
This is rich Corinthian. It's like some kind of rich fancy. How dare you?
It's rich Corinthian plastic.
No, it's Aeropostale, you bitch.
All right, and with that, we bring this episode to a close. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Go check out
The Iron Champion, or you could type in facebook.com, the Iron Man of SA.
And remember, leave lots of angry comments. He likes that. You all have a good night,
and
everybody.
I'll be visiting your house as Kylo Ren.
You've been listening to Circuit 42, brought to you by Dragon's Lair San Antonio and Gotham Newsstand. Join us for our next episode. For all things geek.
Circuit 42.